About the truck race.
Absolutely. Honestly, I thought this was probably one of the most entertaining races of the year. I just, for some reason, it was just good to watch. Lots of different passing and different incidences. But overall, I thought it was a really, really good race. Um, some of the storylines here, Ryan Preece and Zane Smith, pretty much, they finished one or two the entire race. Um, with the exception of a couple lead battles, Ryan Preece pretty much went out there and dominated. Zane Smith, I know, led a little bit of the laps too, but it was just them up front pretty much the entire race. Um, and then you have Ty Majeski's 4 wide move down low. It's already 3 wide. You got Matt DiBenedetto, you have Corey Heim, and then you have Grant Enfinger 3 wide going into 3. And there is just enough room for a fourth car if they hold the bottom. And Ty gets a run, and he ends up making it 4 wide in the entry of 3. Matt tries to come down, and then obviously he does not have a lane anymore. He moves up into the 51 of Corey Heim, and then moves into Grant Enfinger. Hard hits for both Grant Enfinger and Corey Heim. Matt backs it into the wall, and all 3 of those days are ruined. Was promising for all 3 of them. So they were all battling for the 6th position, and Ty Majeski ends up finishing in the 4th position. So ended up well for one driver, not so well for the other 3, unfortunately. With a bunch with the 3 drivers involved, not really knowing why Ty Majeski made it 4 wide, kind of dumbfounded in that instance. So Carson Hocevar is another storyline. He continues to shine with a broken leg, battles for second place in the closing stages, pretty much up front all day. But he battled for second place in the closing stages, ended up finishing 3rd, but awesome run for him. Like amazing to see him do this kind of have these kinds of runs with his broken leg, still able to qualify well, still able to run well in the races, and keeping his championship hopes alive. Still searching for that first win, though. And I'm telling you, I think it's going to come soon. But how ironic would it be if once he breaks his leg, he finally gets his first win versus his entire career previous not being able to. So I feel like that is something to watch there. Other notable events in the 22, that truck with AM Racing that Austin Wayne Self normally runs. It's typically, no offense, a mid-pack truck. Max Gutierrez, 19-year-old Max Gutierrez, finishes 8th place in his second career start. He started all the way back in the 36th position, ran all the way up there, and finished in the 8th position. He was actually up there for most of stage 3 as well, in the top 15-10. Comes home P8. Awesome run for him. Like I said, second career start. He's 19 years old. He has some ARCA Mexico starts under his belt, but only a second career truck start. So good to see him. I think that's one of the guys to watch. I mean, and let's be real, the 22 team is not necessarily a top 10 competing team any day of the week. So always good to see unknown guys succeed like that. So yeah, that is the storylines for the truck race.
Okay, so I got 3 comments here. Okay, one, I didn't know ARCA had a Mexico series, so that is pretty cool to learn. So I learned something. 2 is Ty Majeski 4 wide. Seriously? Seriously? Other than maybe Talladega and Michigan, where is it even possible to go 4 wide? And in what is a great injustice in the racing world, the guy who put it 4 wide is the only one that comes out unscathed. The other 3 got wrecked. So, Ty Majeski, what were you thinking? And third point is, I'm going to start a petition for Carson Hocevar to keep the cast on. He's running so good. I'm like, you know what? Keep it on. Whatever brings
Seriously.
you luck, whatever makes you fast, go with it. So leave the cast on. It's working for you, bud.
Aaron, before you start, hold on. And can we just make mention of where his other Nice counterparts are? I mean, they're not even finishing in the top 10 on a daily basis or weekly basis, much less a monthly basis. And here Carson Hocevar is outdoing them with a broken leg. But anyway, I just wanted to make that comment. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, you know, in show business, the most famous phrase is "go out and break a leg," and that of course is supposed to symbolize, you know, like, hey, go out and have fun, good luck, and just try not to think about anything other than just doing your best. It seems like Carson Hocevar is taking that to a whole nother level and literally going out and breaking his leg and somehow having a career-defining season so far. And so, yeah, I'm with Tom. Just keep the damn cast on. It seems like it's just working out for you, bud. So yeah,
Absolutely.
man, just keep the cast on and keep doing what you're doing, man. You'll get one eventually.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. And also going back to Ty's 4-wide move, I think Matt's comments after the race were probably the most riveting and probably the most threatening that we've seen in a little bit. He's saying that he's probably just going to start wrecking these guys now that don't have any respect. And I was like, well, you know, if they're going to make it 4-wide, some of these people need to learn the hard way, I guess. So we'll see what happens. We'll have to come in the next week. We'll have to come in the next couple of weeks and see what happens with that. But yeah, interesting comments to hear.
Well, I think one of the things that made it especially painful for Matt DiBenedetto is he drives for the team was Rackley War Racing, and this was a race sponsored by Rackley Roofing. So here he is driving his heart out trying to get a great finish in a race sponsored by his sponsor, and he gets taken out by a bonehead move. So I'm sure that had to add to the frustration level.
Yeah, and he said he brought out his best car or best truck, the team did, for this event because they knew that it was sponsored by them. It was a home race. Their base is in Nashville. So yeah, it was heartbreaking all around.